In a small, bustling marketplace of ancient Athens, a well-respected philosopher once paused amid a heated debate to offer a piece of enduring wisdom. "We are disturbed not by things, but by the views we take of them," he remarked, shaping centuries of thought with a single sentence. This insight from Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, reminds us that often the power of our words reflects the wisdom of our thoughts. Today, we're unpacking a particularly practical aspect of this philosophy with 12 things a smart person never says. This isn't just about filtering our speech, it's about refining our thoughts to foster resilience, respect, and profound connections. As we dive into these 12 points, remember each one not only shapes how others perceive us, but also, more crucially, how we understand and navigate our world. So, if you're ready to transform your communication and cultivate a wiser, more mindful approach to your interactions, let's get started. This journey might just change how you speak, think, and act in the situations life throws your way. If you appreciate the insights we're diving into today, do me a simple free favor and hit that subscribe button. And remember, don't skip any part of this video because, like a true Stoic, you stand apart from the crowd, and every piece of wisdom here is tailored to help you thrive as the exceptional individual you are. Number 1. Gossip and spreading rumors. A smart person truly understands the immense value of trust and integrity, qualities that are at the very heart of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics, like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, emphasize the importance of focusing on our own virtues and actions rather than expending our energy on trivial or malicious activities that can so easily entangle us. When we engage in gossip or spread rumors, we trade temporary excitement or a sense of inclusion for the long-term stability of our relationships. This trade-off can be costly. Gossip inherently involves speaking about someone who isn't present, often in a negative or speculative manner, which not only undermines the trust others may have in us, but also reflects poorly on our own character. After all, if we speak ill of someone in their absence, who's to say we won't do the same to those we're speaking with? This creates a cycle of mistrust and suspicion that can corrode even the strongest of bonds. Moreover, the Stoic approach to life teaches us the art of control over our impulses. Just as a wise person controls their temper or desires, they also control their tongue. The discipline of keeping our conversations clean of rumors is a testament to our inner strength and commitment to living a principled life. Gossip, in contrast, often stems from an impulse not very different from other vices that Stoicism advises against. It's an impulse to meddle, feel superior, or enjoy the misfortune of others, all of which are antithetical to true wisdom and tranquility. Avoiding gossip and not spreading rumors is not merely about protecting others' reputations. It's about cultivating a self that is aligned with the highest ideals of virtue and integrity. It's about ensuring that our words, as much as our actions, reflect a life lived with purpose and thoughtfulness. Every conversation is an opportunity to demonstrate who we are and what we stand for. Number 2. Rash words. When it comes to the things we say, it's not just about what we express, but how we say it, and most importantly, the intent behind it. This understanding is crucial and deeply rooted in both intelligence and Stoicism. The idea of thoughtfulness, a fundamental Stoic virtue, teaches us the significance of measured speech. A smart person embodies this principle by always pausing to think before they speak. They recognize that once words leave our mouths, they can't be unsaid. They linger in the minds of others, impacting relationships and perceptions long after the conversation has ended. In the realm of Stoicism, figures like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius frequently discussed the power of the spoken word. They advised that we should speak as if the world could hear us and reflect on our words as if they were permanent marks on our character. This isn't just about avoiding harm to others, it's also about preserving our own inner peace and maintaining harmony in our surroundings. By controlling our tongue, we exercise a form of self-discipline that aligns with the Stoic ideal of mastering one's emotions and reactions. It's about creating a space where rationality overpowers impulsiveness, where wisdom dictates our speech rather than fleeting emotions. Furthermore, practicing restraint in our speech does not mean suppressing our voice, but rather refining it. It means cultivating the ability to express ourselves clearly, kindly, and effectively. In conversations, a smart person uses their words to build up rather than tear down, to clarify rather than confuse, to unite rather than divide. This approach is not only beneficial in personal relationships, but is also crucial in broader interactions where the stakes might be higher, such as in negotiations, business meetings, or public speaking. Stoicism teaches us that every interaction is an opportunity to practice virtue. By being thoughtful with our words, we practice justice towards others and courage by standing up to our baser instincts, which might urge us to speak without thinking. It's about ensuring that our communications are not just reactions to our environment, but deliberate actions that reflect our deepest values and philosophies. So the next time you find yourself in a heated discussion or a challenging conversation, remember the Stoic wisdom. Control your speech as you do your thoughts, as both are reflections of your character. By choosing to speak with intention and thoughtfulness, you not only preserve the peace and harmony around you, but also cultivate a persona that resonates with wisdom and respect. In doing so, you contribute positively to your environment, creating a ripple effect that encourages others to engage in similarly thoughtful interactions. Number 3. Provocations. Navigating the complexities of daily interactions without succumbing to provocations is a testament to one's wisdom and composure. In the spirit of Stoicism, a truly smart person recognizes the futility in unnecessary provocations. They know that inciting or engaging in conflict is rarely productive. It breeds only discord and unease, which ripple out to disturb the tranquility of all involved. This understanding is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, where maintaining inner peace is paramount and every decision is guided by reason rather than impulse. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about being an island of calm in a sea of chaos. His writings encourage us to embody resilience and composure, especially in the face of adversity or provocation. For him and other Stoics, the real strength of a person was measured not by how they could dominate others in argument, but by how they could control themselves. By not engaging in provocations, we not only keep our peace, but also set a powerful example for others, showing that tranquility is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to navigate it with wisdom and restraint. A smart person, therefore, approaches potential provocations with a mindset geared towards understanding and resolution rather than victory. They strive to understand the underlying causes of a confrontation and seek to address these root issues with patience and insight. This approach is beneficial on multiple levels. It preserves relationships, promotes a cooperative atmosphere, and, most importantly, fosters a sense of personal peace that is not easily disturbed by external circumstances. Furthermore, in practicing Stoicism, we learn to detach from our automatic responses to provocations. This detachment isn't about apathy. Rather, it's about active engagement without emotional turmoil. It's about responding to situations logically and compassionately, ensuring that our actions are always aligned with our values and the greater good. This way, when faced with provocations, A smart person uses them as opportunities to practice virtue and wisdom, turning potential conflicts into chances for personal growth and strengthening of character. Number 4. Lying. Honesty isn't just a virtue in the grand scheme of things, it's the very foundation upon which trust and reliability are built. In Stoicism, the importance of truth cannot be overstated. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, aptly said, "Truth never harms a cause that is just." This highlights a core principle of Stoic ethics. Honesty is not just morally right, it's also the most pragmatic approach to life. A smart person, therefore, values truth not only because it aligns with ethical living, but because it simplifies life. Lies, on the other hand, no matter how small or seemingly harmless, create complexities and entanglements. Once a lie is told, it often requires more lies to sustain it. This web of deception can quickly become unmanageable and stressful. Moreover, lying inevitably leads to a loss of credibility. If a person is known to lie, others will naturally hesitate to trust them, and once trust is lost, it is incredibly difficult to regain. This erosion of trust can have far-reaching consequences, affecting personal relationships, professional opportunities, and even one's sense of self-esteem and peace. In a Stoic context, lying is also seen as a failure of character. Stoicism teaches us to control what is within our power, our actions, our responses, and our words. When we choose to lie, we are essentially choosing the easy, less virtuous path. Instead, Stoics advocate for facing the truth, no matter how difficult, uncomfortable it might be, because in truth there is freedom. Freedom from the anxieties associated with deceit, and freedom to live a life that's open and authentic. A smart person practices honesty not just in their actions, but in their communication. They understand that clear, truthful communication fosters transparency and openness in all forms of interactions, be it personal dialogues or professional discussions. This approach not only helps in building stronger, more reliable relationships, but also in establishing a reputation of integrity and honor. Moreover, engaging with the truth promotes a deeper connection with oneself and with others. It allows for genuine self-reflection and encourages personal growth. In Stoic practice, such personal growth is considered essential, as it leads to a more fulfilling and virtuous life. Number 5. Mocking people. When we mock or belittle someone, we're not just making a joke. We're often reinforcing harmful stereotypes, perpetuating divisions, and demonstrating a lack of empathy and respect. For the Stoics, such behavior is not only morally questionable, but also unwise, as it fails to recognize the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently reminded himself to be kind and patient with others, understanding that everyone is fighting their own battles. This Stoic compassion is rooted in the recognition that we all share common humanity, and that belittling others only serves to harm our community and ultimately ourselves. Moreover, mockery and belittlement often reveal more about the person engaging in such behavior than about the target. It can indicate insecurity, a need for validation, or a lack of maturity. A smart person understands this and chooses to elevate others instead of bringing them down. They recognize that true strength lies in building others up, not in tearing them down. In the long run, such positive interactions foster an environment of mutual respect and support, which is beneficial for all. In addition, mocking others can have unintended consequences. Words have power, and negative speech can deeply affect the self-esteem and mental health of the individuals targeted. In professional settings, this kind of behavior can undermine teamwork and collaboration, leading to a toxic work environment that stifles creativity and productivity. A smart person, therefore, opts for kindness and constructive criticism over mockery. They understand that offering help and guidance rather than criticism cloaked in humor is far more effective in encouraging growth and development in others. This approach is not only more compassionate but also more aligned with the Stoic ideal of contributing positively to the community and the world at large. Mockery is a form of judgment, and the Stoics caution against judging others hastily. They teach that we often do not understand the full context of another person's actions or the struggles they face. By refraining from mockery and instead approaching others with compassion and a desire to understand, we not only uphold our own integrity but also create a more supportive and understanding community. Number 6. Complaining. When we complain, we focus on the negatives in life and often fail to see the opportunities or lessons that challenging situations present. This mindset not only diminishes our capacity for gratitude, but also hampers our ability to find solutions and grow from adversity. A smart person understands that while life is filled with challenges, our response to these challenges is within our control. By choosing not to complain, we exercise this control and demonstrate resilience, a key component of Stoic wisdom. Stoicism teaches us to accept the things we cannot change and to focus on what we can. This approach encourages a proactive mindset where we seek to improve our circumstances through action and adaptation rather than through vocalizing our discontent. Moreover, constant complaining can alienate those around us. It creates a negative atmosphere that can affect both our personal and professional relationships. People are generally more drawn to those who approach life with a positive outlook and who are solution-oriented. By refraining from complaining, a smart person fosters an environment that is more conducive to collaboration and problem-solving. They understand that while it's important to acknowledge difficulties, it's equally important to focus on finding constructive ways to address them. In addition to fostering a more positive external environment, avoiding complaints also contributes to internal well-being. Complaining often leads to a cycle of negativity that can affect our mental and emotional state, leading to feelings of helplessness or frustration. By choosing to adopt a Stoic approach and accepting life's challenges without complaint, we cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment. This doesn't mean suppressing our emotions or ignoring problems, but rather addressing them in a way that is constructive and grounded in reality. In essence, a smart person sees complaints as a form of energy expenditure that rarely yields positive results. Instead, they channel that energy into actions that can lead to real change and improvement. This proactive stance not only enhances their own quality of life, but also positively influences those around them. Number 7. Dwelling on the past. Stoicism teaches us that our power lies in how we respond to the present, not in lamenting over what has already transpired. The past is beyond our control, and dwelling on it can often lead to unnecessary stress and regret. Smart people recognize this and instead focus their energy on what they can influence now and in the future. This approach aligns with the Stoic concept of amor fati, or love of fate, which encourages embracing all aspects of life, including the past, as necessary parts of our journey. By accepting the past as unchangeable, a smart person frees themselves from the chains of regret and opens up space for growth and learning. Moreover, constantly revisiting past events can be a significant drain on mental and emotional resources. It can prevent us from fully engaging with the present and planning effectively for the future. In a professional context, this might manifest as an inability to move past previous failures, which can hinder innovation and adaptability. In personal relationships, it can lead to unresolved conflicts and a lack of progress. A smart person, therefore, practices mindfulness and cultivates a forward-looking mindset, focusing on lessons learned rather than on the emotions tied to past events. This doesn't mean disregarding the past entirely. It's important to reflect on and learn from our experiences, but it's equally crucial to avoid becoming stuck in a loop of rumination. The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils, involves mentally preparing for potential future challenges by reflecting on past experiences. However, the goal of this reflection is not to dwell on what went wrong, but to equip ourselves with the wisdom and resilience to handle similar situations better in the future. In essence, a smart person uses the past as a tool for growth rather than a source of ongoing pain. They understand that while the past has shaped who they are, it does not define who they can become. This perspective allows them to live more fully in the present and to approach the future with a sense of optimism and readiness. By letting go of the past and embracing the lessons it offers, they can navigate their lives with greater clarity and purpose. Number 8. Taking all the credit. In any team or collaborative effort, success is rarely the result of a single individual's work. Acknowledging this truth is a hallmark of both wisdom and humility. When smart people refrain from taking all the credit, they demonstrate a deep understanding of the interconnected nature of achievements. They recognize that attributing success solely to oneself not only misrepresents reality, but also diminishes the contributions of others, which can lead to resentment and damage relationships. This approach aligns with Stoic values, where humility and gratitude are seen as vital virtues. By sharing credit, we show respect for others' efforts and foster a more collaborative and inclusive environment. This not only builds stronger, more positive relationships, but also encourages others to contribute more fully, knowing their efforts will be acknowledged and valued. Moreover, taking all the credit can backfire in the long run. It may create unrealistic expectations and pressures, as others might expect similar results in the future, potentially without recognizing the team dynamics that contributed to the success. It can also isolate the individual from the team, making it harder to build trust and cooperation in future projects. A smart person understands that sustainable success is built on a foundation of teamwork and mutual respect. They know that by giving credit where it's due, they not only uplift others, but also enhance their own leadership and credibility. In the Stoic tradition, there's also a focus on the transient nature of external accolades and recognition. Stoics believe that true fulfillment comes from internal values and virtues, not from external validation. Therefore, a smart person doesn't seek to hoard credit for personal glory. Instead, they focus on the intrinsic satisfaction of doing good work and contributing to the greater good. They understand that recognition is fleeting and that true success is measured by one's character and impact rather than by accolades. Number 9. Ignoring feedback. Feedback is a crucial component of personal and professional growth. It provides us with an external perspective on our actions and behaviors, helping us identify areas for improvement that we might not see ourselves. Smart people understand the value of feedback and actively seek it out. They recognize that ignoring feedback, whether positive or negative, can lead to stagnation and missed opportunities for growth. This approach aligns with the Stoic practice of self-examination, where regular reflection on one's actions and attitudes is encouraged to cultivate virtue and wisdom. By embracing feedback, smart individuals demonstrate a commitment to continuous learning and improvement, qualities that are essential for long-term success. Moreover, feedback is a form of communication that reflects how others perceive our actions and decisions. By ignoring it, we risk alienating those who provide it and missing out on valuable insights that could enhance our performance and relationships. In a professional context, being receptive to feedback is often seen as a sign of professionalism and a willingness to grow. It fosters an environment of open communication and mutual respect, where individuals feel safe to share their thoughts and suggestions. This not only improves individual performance, but also contributes to the overall success of the team or organization. In the realm of personal development, Stoics like Epictetus emphasize the importance of being aware of our own shortcomings and seeking ways to address them. This self-awareness is key to living a virtuous life. When we ignore feedback, we deny ourselves the opportunity to confront and overcome our weaknesses. A smart person understands that feedback, even when it's critical, is a gift that offers a pathway to becoming a better version of oneself. They view it as an opportunity to align more closely with their values and to develop greater resilience and adaptability. Number 10. Making assumptions. Assumptions can be dangerous because they are often based on incomplete information and can lead to misunderstandings and poor decision-making. Smart people understand the value of seeking clarity and verifying information before drawing conclusions. This approach is closely aligned with the Stoic principle of understanding, which emphasizes the importance of seeking the truth and avoiding rash judgments. In the Stoic tradition, wisdom is the ability to see things clearly and as they truly are, free from biases and assumptions. By avoiding assumptions, smart individuals ensure that their actions are based on reality rather than on misperceptions, which leads to better outcomes and healthier relationships. Moreover, making assumptions can damage relationships by causing unnecessary conflicts and misunderstandings. When we assume, we often project our own beliefs, fears, or insecurities onto others, which can lead to unfair judgments and responses. In personal and professional settings, this can create an atmosphere of mistrust and resentment, where open communication is stifled. A smart person knows that assumptions are often wrong and that it's better to ask questions and seek clarification. This approach not only prevents misunderstandings, but also fosters a culture of openness and respect, where people feel comfortable expressing themselves and sharing their perspectives. In the Stoic practice of communication, there's an emphasis on listening and understanding before speaking. This helps in avoiding assumptions and in responding more